All right, good evening everyone, and welcome to the 36th Annual National Disabled Veterans Winter Sports Clinic. I'm John Gleindienst, DAV's National Voluntary Services Director and your Master of Ceremonies this evening. Those of you who are able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Be seated, please. To kick things off, I'd like to introduce some special guests with us tonight. Please hold your applause until I've made all the introductions. From the Department of Veterans Affairs, Assistant Undersecretary for Health for Quality and Patient Safety at the Veterans Health Administration, Dr. Gerard Cox. Director of the VA Rocky Mountain Network, Ralph Gelotti. And National Veterans Sports Programs and Special Events, Leif Nelson. From DAV's National Leadership Team, National Commander Andy Marshall. And from the wonderful town of Snowmass, which is hosting the National Disabled Veterans Winter Sports Clinic for the 22nd time, Mayor Bill Madsen. Thank you for joining us this evening. For our first-time athletes, welcome. And to our returning participants, welcome back to the National Disabled Veterans Winter Sports Clinic. If the altitude here doesn't take your breath away, the beauty of Snowmass will. We're happy to be here, and we couldn't ask for a better reception from great people here year after year. The clinic wouldn't be possible without the fantastic support we receive from our sponsors. These individuals, companies, and organizations make this amazing event possible through their generosity and compassion towards veterans. I would love for our sponsors to please wave your hands in the air for a moment so we may express our appreciation for your support. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Snowmass Mayor Bill Madsen.
Wow, welcome to Snowmass. So good to have you guys here. It is really something. It's spectacular to see you guys all out there, and I'm looking forward to seeing you out on the hill. And whatever you guys are doing, sliding, riding, whatever it is, swimming, I mean, you're going to have an amazing experience this week, and you're going to meet people that you'll be connected with for a long time. And the connections that we make here in Snowmass Village, they last a lifetime. So enjoy them. Make sure you're holding tight to those people and make sure you're connected going forward. So coming to Snowmass, I really feel that it's about freedom and being able to get out on the slopes and really feel that exhilaration, the wind in your face. It really gives you a sense of freedom. And particularly with what's going on in the world right now, I think, freedom has become, ever present for all of us. So the appreciation that we have for the efforts and the dedication and the sacrifice that you've all made to keep that freedom alive is really important to the country that we all love so closely. So thank you very much for your service. Thank you for being here in Snowmass Village, and really enjoy yourselves and get free.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We truly appreciate everything Snowmass has done to support this wonderful event. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce a great friend to our veterans and longtime leader behind this event, Ralph Gelotti, directs Vision 19, the VA Rocky Mountain Network. In this role, he is responsible for the direction and management of all operations, finances, and clinical programs of 8 healthcare systems, more than 120 additional sites of care, serving nearly 1 million veterans and leading the efforts of more than 15,000 employees in VA's largest geographic area in the continental United States. A native of Pennsylvania, he received a bachelor's degree in economics from Wittenberg University and a master's in health service administration from Central Michigan University. Mr. Gelotti is also a fellow in the American College for Healthcare Executives, and as many of you know, Mr. Gelotti is an ardent supporter and vocal advocate for the Winter Sports Clinic. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Ralph Gelotti.
Thank you, John. Good evening, and along with my colleagues, welcome to Colorado, the beautiful home of the VA Rocky Mountain Network. We are excited to have our tremendous veteran participants here this week, and we welcome family members, friends, coaches, sponsors, and volunteers gathered here in Snowmass. Every year, the Winter Sports Clinic draws an increasing level of attendance by our veterans. In 2010, more than 350 participants attended from across the country. By 2019, we exceeded 400 participants. This week, you'll probably notice there are not quite as many of your colleagues as in years past. In fact, there are 141 participants gathered this week. I want to let you know that our scaled-down participation is a deliberate decision in 2022 so that we may demonstrate our success, ramp back up toward normal participation levels next year. The safety of all of our participants is paramount. At the highest levels of VA, we grappled with protocol, safety measures, and other important considerations so that we could host this clinic in person. Our team is committed to delivering a world-class event, promoting rehabilitation and adaptive skiing and other adaptive recreational activities and sports. Participation in the Winter Sports Clinic will truly be one of the most rewarding experiences we will all undertake together. I can't wait to see many of you experience the miracles on the mountain throughout this upcoming week. And remember, if you haven't left a little blood on the mountain, were you really here? Thank you for being here.
Thank you, sir. We are very pleased to have you join us this week. I'd now like to introduce our next speaker, DAV National Commander Andy Marshall. Commander Marshall is a combat wounded Army veteran of Vietnam. While serving as an airborne infantryman with the Americal Division in the Khe Sanh Valley in December 1970, he was injured as a result of friendly fire, which he would tell you isn't very friendly. After 2 weeks of recovery, he was transferred to the 173rd Airborne Brigade. While on patrol in January of '71, he stepped on an improvised explosive device. The blast injured his left lower extremity, resulting in the amputation of 2 toes and extensive damage to his left leg. Commander Marshall received the Bronze Star, Purple Heart with Oak Leaf Cluster in lieu of second award and an Army Commendation Medal with a V device. The injuries led to his medical retirement, but they also led to his future with DAV. He became a DAV National Service Officer in 1975, served veterans for 41 years, helping them access the health care and benefits they had earned. He has had multiple leadership positions at every level within DAV, including supervisor of our National Service Office in Bay Pines, Florida, and commander of the DAV Department of Florida, where he currently serves as the state's adjutant and executive. After 4 decades with DAV, Commander Marshall retired as a National Service Officer Supervisor in St. Petersburg, Florida, and was elected to the organization's highest office at the 2021 DAVN Auxiliary National Convention in Tampa, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our National Commander, Andy Marshall.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here to kick off this wonderful event. Henry Ford of the Ford Motor Company once said, "Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success." This is a perfect description of what the Winter Sports Clinic and this week's journey is all about. Tonight's event is the beginning. We have come from all across the country together here for a chance to test our mettle. We started to build a bond by greeting old friends and meeting new ones. Tomorrow and during the week, this bond will grow as you enjoy and maybe even struggle with the challenges this event presents. For many of you, it may be a test of strength and endurance, both physically and mentally. That's okay. That's the point. You discover you are stronger and you'll find ways to overcome challenges. It's about teamwork too. And if you work together, just like the unit that cares for each other and depends on each other, you all make progress and be successful together. If you see someone struggling or getting frustrated, encourage them. Share your stories of challenges if you've been here before. Positive reinforcement creates positive energy, and that helps build the individual and the team. Most importantly, enjoy the camaraderie and take these friendships beyond the mountain. If you're facing a challenge or a rough patch anywhere in life, you have friends to call who will remind you that you conquered this mountain. Remember, What do you learn here and lean on each other? You may need a little motivation or help with problem solving. We have gathered together. Now it's time to stay together for purpose and progress and work together for success. Your miracles are waiting on that mountain up there. So go and claim them. Thank you all. Good luck and enjoy the wonderful week ahead. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Commander. That wraps up the formal part of our ceremonies. But before we go, I have some quick housekeeping items. We need your help spreading the message on how this event brings miracles to the mountain. Please share your inspirational stories with us on the app and let people back home know how each of you are breaking down barriers at Snowmass and how they can help by supporting the event. Please engage both DAV at DAV HQ and VA at Sports for Vets on social media. Please be sure to use the hashtag Winter Sports Clinic. And for those of you who can ambulate stairs, when we depart this evening, please go down the stairs right here behind us at the Hayden Lodge. There'll be a bus waiting to transport some of us back up the mountain so we can keep down the congestion on the Skittles over here. Good night, everybody. Welcome to the clinic and have a wonderful week. Thank you.